This is Sandy McManus with needsaribbon.com, and I'm coming to you live this May 29th with my live at 5. Excuse me while I sit. Wow, I forgot to take a drink of water before I got started because I was so excited to be here. What I'm bringing today is this new stamp set. Oh, I angled this so that I cannot see. I will have to respond off air. I am having trouble getting my, being able to see Facebook comments on my iPad. That may be something I'm going to have to rectify because my iPad is 6 years old and they're stopping updates on it. So I'm going to have to come up with some other way soon to, now that I finally got a working solution, to come up with a new solution. So give me a minute while I see if I can see them. And in the meantime, I have that angle so I cannot see that. Wow. Hopefully my cord is out of the way. I think it is. Ooh. Is this it? Can I see comments? I can write comments. Oh. Swipe left to see comments. Swipe right. This is amusing. So my cord is kind of showing. Not. Let's see if I can fix that. Sorry for the shaky cam for a minute. There. Well, now I can. Following. Sorry, I'm actually. Okay, I can see my live on the screen. I cannot see comments. I cannot see others' comments. I cannot see that. Well, and look, that darn cord is in the way. I'm sorry about that. Hopefully it'll stay out of the way. Okay, so starting over. A Good Man. It is a brand new stamp set in the annual catalog, which starts June 4th, which I'm very, very, very excited for the catalog. I'm excited for the stamp set. It's really bugging me that I can't see comments. Not even like my own. No, don't fall. I have a big pile of stuff just off camera because, well, I'll explain why in a minute. What I love about this stamp set and why I really want everyone to give it some love and make sure it stays around is, oh, no. Oh, Rory. Thank you. I sent tumbleweeds falling because I made a mess. Thank you. I'm good at that. Yeah. I know. Make a mess. Instead of Needs a Ribbon, I should be called makeamess.com. Yep. You heard it from the man. So what I really, really love, like I start over again, what I really love about this stamp set, it's a masculine stamp set. It's unlike some of our stamp sets, the hunting ones and the sports type ones or anything. This will fit any guy for pretty much any occasion, I'd say. I mean, you cross out the 2 kids and, you know, you got that image, the words and all of that. I think it's just a really good, solid guy stamp set. And even more so, it coordinates with 2 other stamp sets that are in the current catalog and are going to be in the annual catalog that starts next week. And that would be the Beautiful You stamp set, which has been around a couple of years. If you remember these beauties. And I'm sure there's some interchangeable words, maybe not, because these are pretty feminine, but you get what I mean. You can mix and match. I've seen people doing some creative pairing with some of these images, but basically it's your whole family or something like that. That's part of why I like it, is the style, is the same across all of them. They're all meant to coordinate, and that's why I want everyone to give this some love next week. I want that to see on many order forms. So I'm going to put the girl sets aside for now. I don't want to play with those. So what I do want to show you is some of the projects that I have made. I am just my Minnesota group, Inking of You, we have an extravaganza which we do with every new catalog release, and that is coming up in June. And if you are on my mailing list and a customer of mine, you have received an invite and will probably receive multiple invites as reminders. That event is coming up in June, and publicly I cannot invite the general public, and I'm okay with that. But at that event, I will be doing A Good Man stamp set. I will be doing live demonstrations with that. So I've been prepping for that. Actually, I'm sorry. How do I want to say that? I'm not doing the live demonstration of this. Wow, brain fart. I am putting together a display of this for the extravaganza. It won't be a live demonstration. It'll be a display dedicated to this. And here is one of the cards that I've already made. And this is featuring some new paper because, of course, our DSP retires every year. And this is new paper that you can get next week. Something about birds is the sweet. Wow. Anyway, it doesn't matter. You'll see it in the new catalog if you get a catalog. And if you need a catalog, private message me. And that'll put you on my mailing list too. So that is one. Here is another card that I made. I love the kind of diagonal, that kind of just really makes this image pop a little bit more against that background. And this paper is in one of the new product suites too that features a lighthouse. Come Sail Away is the name of the suite. But it goes really well with the stamp set too. And here, why don't I take a minute without dropping everything. I have shown it on previous lives, but it bears repeating because it is pretty paper. And pretty soon I'm going to probably need to order another pack of this. So I'll just quickly go over it. I love this kind of neutrally woodsy background, and you can see kind of the canvas that it was painted on, you know, the artist did. Gosh, it's just good for so many things. And the mattress ticking, it actually has a name, can't think of it, but that looks like mattress ticking to me. But again, it's kind of a nice and the nautical things, but you can see how this paper would go with this stamp set so well. Everybody needs this. Put this on your order list. The Come Sail Away Designer Series paper. So here's one. Here's another one that I did for the upcoming event. And believe me, it's another thing to see these in person. So I'm not spoiling any spoilers or anything. I have a lot of other things that will be at that extravaganza. I'm actually doing 3 displays. 4. Oh my gosh, 4. Ooh. No time to panic yet. I've got 3.5 weeks. I wish I could see comments. Darn it. Anyway, and this is using the buffalo check background stamp, which is staying and carrying over. I love this kind of neutral, just kind of a solemn, I didn't want to color anything. Kind of a solemn, serene scene. Just a dad and his daughter. Here's another one that I've done. Really simple. I think that might show. I used the subtle embossing folder on this piece of, I believe that is Sahara sand. And I use our Stampin' blends to color in the dude man. Here's another one. Obviously I used some of the Come Sail Away paper. This was actually a little bit cased from someone I saw on Pinterest. And I'd have to do some digging to find out who, but credit to whoever gave the idea. I kind of rearranged it a little bit, simplified her beautiful card. But yes, I did stamp on the inside. But I like that. Don't always have to color in your line art images. Here, I use that lovely paper. Oh my gosh, I would love a half a pack of just that paper. Just a simple, wouldn't be able to write a lot of words on that, but isn't that gorgeous? And I just did a little light Stampin' Blends coloring to just kind of accent them a little bit. My focus was on the dad, not the daughter. That was intentional. And here is a simple stamping card. It doesn't need anything more. These images are so fantastic. I just stamped this stamp set and a set of words. It really, you can keep it that simple and still make an effective and beautiful card. Another one that I've come up with is, and this paper is also from that Birds. Oh, I'm just drawing a blank on what the name of it is. Anyway, someone knows, please comment. I can check out the comments later. So I just made kind of a simple, fun fold card. Stamp some words. Not a lot of room for greetings, but that's okay. Sometimes you don't need a lot of words. And then here's another card that I did. Did I do this one? This might have been a swap and there's no name. I did a swap with this too, and I don't have it in my pile. Wow. I can't remember if this is one I did or if this is a... No, I think this is one that I did. It is. Oh my gosh, it is. And this is by Julie Frakey, who was in a swap group that I participated in last week. Kind of a similar layout. You get the idea. Dad's chilling. And here's another one by Amy Rich. Again, in a swap that I was in last week with kind of a fun fold. And she didn't color in anything but the hat to kind of pull that in with the paper. And then my swap that I did a swap with this. Apparently it's not in my pile, but it's similar to this. A little fancier than that. So I'll put these aside as I make a mess, because I'm good at that. Makeamess.com. Check out your demonstrator near you. So what I wanted to do live today was show you that, and then maybe make a live card or two using this stamp set live. I have no plans what I've done, because sometimes I do better when I don't plan. As I've just cut some papers, I brought in some inks, I brought in my Stampin' Blends and my traditional markers, and we'll just kind of go with what happens. Here I can show you the cover of the catalog. Haha. See? Can't see anything. So there you go. That's the catalog that you need to get your hands on if you haven't. And if you're a demonstrator, oh my gosh. Oops. Are you giving it some love? I need to figure out a way to anchor this table so I don't push on it and yeah, laugh. Send it flying across the room while I'm doing a live. Look at that. Shaky cam. I can see it. I wish I could see comments. Okay, no. Comments. You have got to have comments somewhere. Hi, Brenda. Okay, I saw comments and then they went away. There we are. Yay! I can see comments. Hi, Brenda. Did you get this stamp set? I know you need it, Brenda. If you haven't gotten it, I hope you're getting it. Okay, so let's join in some fun. Let's watch Sandy try and make a card with no plans. We all got to start somewhere. So I'm starting with a navy base. For some reason, I just keep gravitating toward the same color set with the stamp set, and I need to break from that because, Navy, Sahara, I think part of it is because of this I made their job to pay for it all. Oh my gosh, Brenda, you haven't ordered it yet? Yeah, third page. I know. I actually had to make, this is scary, true confessions of a demonstrator. I actually made a spreadsheet of my wish list, which is, it's not as long as some years, but, and then prioritized by A, B, and C. A being the stuff that I'm going to be ordering next week. And I know how much it adds up because I actually put prices in there. It all won't be happening right then. But I have some A++ actually that will be on that. And that catalog cannot go live soon enough. To that end, any customers watching and any demonstrators that don't know this, Minnesota Central Time, it's going to be somewhere between 12 and 1 because they're going to shut off all ordering and everything around 12 or 1 our time. And then they're asking for like 12 hours to change and update everything. So approximation, it may be ready by 10 a.m. Central Time, but we don't know. But yeah, so I'm watching that because I'm going to have to, that's what I'm going to have to do is overnight a few items that I need like right away to prep for this extravaganza. Yikes. No pressure. No pressure. Under pressure. Okay. So I just grabbed a bunch of odd pieces of paper. Apparently not enough white is in my... Anyone know where I put all... I cut out some stuff with the Big Shot even. I need like a Vanna assistant when I do these. I really gonna do. Oh my gosh. Really, Sandra? They didn't make it over here? Oh, here they are. Okay, some of it made it over here. Some of it did not. Oh, that is trippy. So we have some new, they call them I think it's called nesting label dies that comes out in the catalog next week. Demonstrators that went to on stage and in more recent than that, were able to order these early. They're part of this bird suite whose name I keep forgetting. I cut some pieces out in white. And I'm going cuckoo because I know I dropped him on my mess here. Oh well, maybe if Rory walks through the room I can have him grab him. In the meantime, here's a new shape, and I can't remember how many are in there. 12 maybe? But it makes a double stitched, and that's the cool thing. It's harder to see on here. So it makes a stitched around the image, but then on the piece that it cuts out, it also stitches around, so you can use that as kind of like a negative frame. They're really cool. I may not be able to use these today because I forgot to grab. Wow, this may be a very short creative session because, wow. Okay, well, that's okay. It's all well and good. Nothing is perfect. I try and not overly plan my lives because then I get really nervous about following everything. That is my comfort zone. I feel I'm stronger winging it than I am not, which is crazy. So trying to decide on an image. I really like this one of the dad and daughter. And these are the new, this comes in the nets as the other thing. This comes, for those watching, this comes in the new, what is called the cling mount. It's still the red rubber. We are making a change. You're drinking Bradley loves it. Hi, Bradley. I met you before when you were more than a zygote. Oh, goodness. It still comes in red rubber, but instead of having the wood mount or the clear mount on our clear blocks, it's a cling, and it looks kind of the same, but the image sheet is really sticky. So I keep repeating this advice, is when you put it down, you don't have to super squeeze like we used to get them to stick. It just gently sticks. And if you don't press too hard, it's really easy to pick it up and remove it. Mine's a little wet because I washed them. But they just stick really well. And if you heard that bang, it sounded like a plate dropping and cracking on the floor upstairs. Okay, well, I guess clean up on aisle 5. So we're going to use that image. I'm going to keep it really simple because I forgot some supplies. Whoops. Oops. And I'm going to stamp it in Memento ink. And yeah, that's it. I did bring a cutter. I can't believe that is really curious for me. I'm going to stamp it down here. And because it is the red rubber, you don't need the foam mat underneath. You can use it, but it's not necessary. Unlike with the photopolymer, to get a clear image, you need that give of our gray foam craft mat, is it called? Let that dry. We need some words. We need some words. Not relax your way. A good dad starts with being a good man. I love that saying. Yeah, Brenda, if you're still listening, you need to order this before Father's Day. I know you've got a good man who's a good dad. Just saying, if he's not listening. Okay. Yeah, my stamps are still a little bit wet from washing them. I'm just going to stamp this up here, and don't ignore my very dirty blocks. Somebody needs to have a block cleaning party. I've been saying that for a year. It still hasn't happened. I do. I take an entire night, soak my blocks, clean them, scrub them with rubbing alcohol, and get all the sticky and stays on and all of that. It's just a party for me. I crank up the music. It sounds silly, but you know, it is what it is. Oh. I look like I am having trouble. Ooh, it's having trouble. Well, I'm going to keep going. Broadcast interrupted. Wow. No, I'm going to keep going. So, I am sorry about that. Look at that. I wonder if it's doing it on my phone too, or if it's my iPad. Crazy. Well, hopefully this isn't too bad. It looks like it's interrupted. Lights off, suede. I'm just gathering colors. Stampin' blends. Anyway, trying to decide. Some colors here, like Calypso Coral. Nope. Well, that's a bummer. So I'm really sorry about that. I don't know if you guys are all seeing it interrupted too. Oh, bummer. I can't see on my phone either where I'm doing the recording, or if it's just my iPad is being glitchy that I'm watching comments on. Well, I'm going to keep going because I don't know what's going on. Innocent until proven guilty. So I'm just going to do a little Stampin' Blends with some navy. I'm just going to kind of highlight the creases with the dark Night of Navy. Not a whole lot, because then I'm going to come in and blend it with the Night of Navy I'm using because it looks like jeans when you color it. Kind of. We don't have a denim blue. Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be a Stampin' Blend color? Denim blue. So I cut off her toes. Oops. So blend, 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 blend. Let's let that dry out. So we're done with those. And again, I'm just going to keep it simple because you're braver than I am. For life for Karen's group on Instagram, but I haven't done one on my own page yet. Looking okay. And I laugh because usually my son's home for the summer, and when I do my lives, he frequently comes thundering downstairs screaming, "Mom, Mom," about something. He has been threatened within an inch of his life. He's 19. Not to do that, and my husband, I went up there to go sit with him, I think, to keep him from doing that, because that's just how our family rolls. It is what it is. It's live and real. And my coloring job is not my best work today. Oh well. And this is the Petal Pink, which I love. I absolutely adore anything Petal Pink, because it's not real pinky. It's more of almost a faded pinky orange. I'm not real big on the pinks. And we'll kind of do a little coloring of their feet. I don't know. They can be, we'll assume he's barefoot. It looks more like shoes, but you know what? Artist's interpretation. I forgot to grab something for his hair, or their hair. Okay. We can change that. Karen, or Brenda, I'd love to see your live sometime. Do I need to go stalk somewhere to find it? Dark and light. Yep, we'll just use Daffodil Light. Make some really yellow toe heads, but that's okay. We'll say hers is a lighter blonde because she's younger. And we'll make him a darker blonde. Maybe I could add him some gray hairs, because being a parent tends to brings you lots of joy but ages you a little bit. In a very good way. In a positive way. And I noticed I forgot his arm. Wow, this is a really messy coloring job. Do as I say, not as I do. How about that? Golden rule. But I'm distracted by the fact that the signal seems to be crunchy. Or it's just my iPad, and I can't tell which. So there we go. Simple card. Ooh, we need some aquatic or ground happening there. Ooh, we'll just do kind of a neutral ground for today. And I probably will be coming back to this stamp set. I'll just do something like that. On future lives too, because again, I really feel it needs a lot of love. Sorry about the clank. So we're going to take and we're going to glue. So for those that haven't tried Stampin' blends, there is no right or wrong way to use them. You can just use them as a solid color too. They're great for coloring on your rhinestones and pearls too, and other, changing button colors and stuff. Because they are alcohol based, they are like a permanent, but until it dries, you can keep moving that color around. But I like to lay a little bit of my darker color down, then lay my light color on, and then, like you saw, kind of blend that darker color around so it isn't just a sharp line. And then you can come back in and you can keep going until you get it just the way you want. Or you can take it's not really a white, it's color lifter, it looks like white, and come back in and lighten and lift the color. It actually removes it, which is kind of trippy. I'm tempted to just leave that as a simple card. I kind of like it, They don't all have to be super fancy. I was trying to think what to do with this, but I've already taped it down. So that ain't happening. Okay, you know what? We're going to just call this one good today. I haven't done a live in a while. So this is what I was talking about today was, yeah, he can't even see. My blocks are so gummy. I think I need to get off the live and go schedule a block cleaning party night with a party of me, myself, and I. So this is what we have for today is A Good Man, the new stamp set that's available June 4th in the catalog. Here's a very simple card, and really, it is very simple. It's one sheet of a card base, a layer of white. I stamped 2 images, really simple, and I did color them in with the blends, but there's no reason you couldn't use, our markers either to color it in. So, I think that's it. And then I had a bunch of other, again, as my husband says, makeamess.com. So I had some other cards too. I had these super, super simple, which I still like it. The images are so pretty in this. I hope this inspires you to put this on your wish list next week. It's called A Good Man. And here's just some things of whatever shows. And we will see you later. I have to look at my schedule to figure out when my next live is. But thanks for stopping by. Please type in replay if you're watching this on replay. And we'll see y'all later. Thanks. Bye. See? I can't see my button to turn this off.